Greetings, everyone, and welcome to another almost exciting episode of Colonel Comics Reviews. I say almost exciting because this week was very close to me having basically nothing to review. I tell you, these comics, I don't know what's going on with them. I mean, I try to find the best, the most progressive, or at least the ones that I think will have a little spice for you. But, I've got all these comics here. And none of them are quite suitable. I mean, this one, I've got some problems with this. That's what I'm getting into with this one. Not that it's so good, Bendis. You're letting me down here. I stuck up for you. I pegged for you, Bendis. But you're letting me down a little bit here. But no, I've got all these comics. I've got Wonder Woman. I've got Justice League. I've got Deadpool, Hawkman, Punisher, Batman. All of these comics. There it is. There it is. Let's put these back into their little sloppy pile. I'll read those when I properly when I get a chance. Anyway, all right, here we go. So, Action Comic. Look at this cover. First of all, look at all this dead space. My God, I'm just gonna rip into this one. Really, I mean, Bendis, what's going on? We've got the. You've ever seen those ads where it's like you wouldn't download a car? That sort of ad, about movie piracy and car piracy and stealing handbags. That's what this text is from. If you don't notice, that's like, what lurks in the shadows of Metropolis? Well, let's find out, I suppose. It's probably Superman. That's probably what it is. I mean, I'm just going to take a wild guess here. Superman or a villain? Let's get into it anyway. I mean, we've got all this nothingness on the cover here of Action Comics 2002. I mean, we're 2 issues away from that big the 1000th, anniversary or whatever edition. And, we're already dropping the ball here. Well, you spent all the money on that book and you couldn't afford a proper cover? Anyway... Let's go. Alright, we come in here, we get caught up to speed, there's some fires being set in Metropolis, and Superman's trying to find out what happened. And also, Lois Lane is off-planet with their son, cavorting around, whilst Clark is being cuckolded by his father. His own father! My God, I mean, I didn't think I had much in common with Superman, but there you go. There you go. Alright, so we start off here with a diverse man being dropped to the ground, Bendis already, smashing... all the good work that he's done so far by killing off I guess he's a black man, right away, within the first page. My God, Perry's not happy. Look at that. Superman drops gangster to his death, and, he's got a big problem with, this woman here, Mrs. Good, as her name, I guess you're trying to infer that she's good, but, we're going to find out some things about her a bit later on in this comic, I'll tell you that. So anyway, he's got a bit of a problem with her reporting methods, in that she's basically done no reporting. She just spoke to a couple of eyewitnesses and decided to do a front-page piece here saying that Superman is responsible for killing this man. How dare you? How dare you, Miss Good, is what he's saying here. I'm just going to summarize all of these bubbles here. Oh, but I will say as well, the dialogue. What's going on, Bendis, with this dialogue? Low-level criminal named John Bender, a.k.a. Yogurt. Yogurt. His street name is Yogurt. I should ask why. Oh, thrilling dialogue here. My God. So anyway, he apparently was somewhere else saving lives at the time. She's like, hey, I didn't know you wanted, actual evidence and facts in your reporting. I thought this was a progressive newspaper. And he's like, no, this is a white male newspaper. I want facts. Pew! Yeah. Shoots her down. She's got some curves, some thickness there. But enough of that male gaze. Let's continue on. He ends up coming over here to a gangster-looking Clark, and basically tells him to go and do report on this as well. He doesn't trust her for whatever reason. Maybe it's because of a lack of evidence, but he actually wants Clark to go in and find out what's going on here. She storms off. Look at this look here. As she's walking away with all that, all of that. Look at that. Thirsty. Look, that is thirst right there. Those lowered eyes, that mouth there. My God, Superman, contain yourself, really. Dear me. Anyway, we got some gangsters through here, and, they're wondering whether Superman is out of the city. And we get a slur thrown here. A slur, look at this. Is Superman in Metropolis or not? I'm not even going to say that word. I'm not even going to say it. Look. That, disgusting, utterly disgusting. My God, we're trying to offend every pie demographic through here. You know, every sector of that pie we're trying to offend, it seems. It's offending me all over the place right here. Anyway, they get attacked, and they get tossed out of this car. By who? None other than... Nova? No? Who is this? Wolverine? No, it's not Wolverine. Daredevil? No, it's not Daredevil. He's got that Iron Fist? No, that's the wrong franchise. Why does his shield look a bit like a butt plug? What is he gonna do to this fellow? Oh my word. Ooh, that just got a little bit spicy there for a minute. Oh, it's Guardian. Oh, of course, everybody knows this. Guardian, everybody. It's Guardian. It's not just another white male parading around in vigilanteism. No, it's Guardian. Oh, thank God, everybody. Guardian is here. What the hell is that? All right, and so he ends up getting accosted subsequently. So he accosts the gangster. Then he subsequently gets accosted by a fart. I guess. I don't know any of these. I feel like I'm missing out on something here. Was this a fart monster from a couple of issues ago? I seem to recall some sort of gaseous form, in play here, but it's been so long. It's been so long, and there's so many other comics that I've got here that I've gone through. My word, am I expected to remember every one of these? I mean, really? I didn't even... Should I care? I don't even know who that is. I'm not going to waste any brain space on any more white males, quite frankly, so I've got enough of those characters. Anyway, we get to this, the supreme policewoman here, busting into this hospital because something has happened to Guardian, and she's going to find out what. Anyway, it's a little bit undercut, though, Bendis. Again, what are you doing? What are you doing here? She comes in here. Okay, I'm here. Hi. Wow, excellent. Comes busting in. First words out of her mouth hi. And then this white gentleman through here, he's just set on robot mode. This is the NASA Rabidi of doctors. Hi, I'm the attending doctor. Hi, Maggie Sawyer, Metropolis Special Crimes. That was fast. We were in the cafeteria. It's been that kind of week. Wow, thrilling, excellent. You come busting in there and then come with that high-energy dialogue. Great. I had a fun time reading this book, that's for sure. Got my soy all riled up, is what it did. Anyway, he ends up talking about a red cloud. I assume it looks like he's had a stroke through here. He's only talking out of one side of his mouth. I mean, what's going on? Okay, we come across through here, and so Superman is doing some reporting. Now, with this page layout, I had no idea where to read first. So we've got this little panel here. We start coming across, but then we've got, this panel through here, and then this panel here, both kind of on. So I was like, okay, I started to read through here. It didn't look like that made any sense, so I came back here. Oh, okay, no, that didn't make much sense either. Either way, Superman ends up pissing someone off, throughout whatever panel. We naturally come to the end through here, where, turns out someone has actually died. So Superman is quite callous here, quite frankly. He's insulting someone who's lost a friend, Yogurt, as mentioned earlier, the diverse gentleman. And he's like, I guess I missed happy hour. Well, very compassionate of you, Superman. What's going on? And as well, look at this. His hair. That's not very clean cut. That's not very Clark Kent. I guess he mussed that up before he came in. Look hard and tough for these bikers. But what do they do? Well, it appears I've torn my book. Terrible. What happens? He gets accosted by this biker. Thrust into him. What is happening? Oh, hey. Send out fire! Well, and so a group hug ensues, and, Superman, in 5 minutes, he's been in this bar 5 minutes, and they've already told him all about Yogurt, and that he's started those fires from before. So I guess in 5 minutes, he's done more actual reporting than Miss Good had done writing that entire front-page article decrying Superman when he was provably somewhere else in the country. My word! these reporters are, not much better than the ones in real life that report to those right-wing, news sites like Drudge or CNN or anything like that. My word. Okay, and so he reports back to Perry, and not happy with everything that happens there. And so he decides, these people setting fires, and it turns out that there was actually a distraction for Superman. So while he was off fighting the fires, these people would, do dastardly things, would transport goods. So he flies out into space on his lunch break and decides to have a bit of a hissy fit within an asteroid field is what he does. Very mature Superman. We throw rocks and boulders every time we get pissed off too. Very mature. Okay, where are we? We keep going. So we get Cat Grant pops in here for no reason whatsoever, as far as I can tell. We get 2 pages of nothingness, basically. These 2 pages serve to remind Superman that a book has been released by Lois Lane, and that Lois is gone. So, 2 pages for that, whatever. Anyway, we come across here to Mrs. Good. Oh, she's in a nightclub. That's never good, is it? Being in a nightclub is constantly bad thing. It's never a good thing. I don't know why. I mean, lots of positive interactions happen in nightclubs, don't they? But not with this sleazy sort of white man. No, certainly not. And it turns out she wants some kryptonite. She's actually not a reporter. Ooh, I told you something was going to be revealed, didn't I? I lived up to my promise this time. So she actually wants a bit of kryptonite. It turns out she's working for these sorts of people. So that probably explains why she's a completely terrible reporter, because that's actually not her job. She's, I guess, a spy. So, at least that sort of works out, at least. That's why she's a terrible reporter, because that's not her actual profession. Her profession, I guess, is, I don't know. I don't know what she's spying on. I don't know what she's doing it for. She just wants some kryptonite, and that will make her whole, for whatever reason. I mean, shouldn't they be harassing her for results if she's the spy? I don't know what this relationship is. I don't know what it entails, but I don't like it, quite frankly. And the book ends, now that Superman, Clark Kent Superman, has basically found out that Lois Lane has released a book. So we get her here, and she's got a wig on, and then she's like, oh no! Maybe she tried to ghost Superman. She ditched the son somewhere, ditched the son with the father. She had enough of this whole family, enough of these kryptonite people, Kryptonians, I should say. And she just decided she's going to go and bum around at the fair for a bit. She's like, I hope he doesn't see me. Yeah, of course, he's Superman. Of course he saw you. And so she rips the wig off. Hi, honey. Maybe don't release the book if you're going incognito. That's a hot tip right there. This book has me flustered. I don't even want to do any diversity tips. I mean, what diversity tips are there? I mean, we've got plenty of diverse people, but maybe don't kill them on page 1. On page 1. Or 3, or whatever it is. First real page of the comic, then. Maybe don't kill the diverse person. Maybe don't make the woman an evil spy. Maybe less white people. Is that too much to ask, really? And maybe don't make Lois such a dull-witted... I'll call her it, because I don't believe this has been written in good faith. A wench! A wench! Yes! I'm saying it. And it's not offensive, of course, because this whole thing has been written in bad faith. A completely bad faith. Bendis, my word, what have you done? What have you done to me? Here I am calling Lois a wench. When I should be praising this book. I should be praising, all of the diversity that should be in here. Instead, you're killing off black characters left and right. Maybe I can find salvation in one of these other books. Maybe I need to read some Hawkman or some... what the hell? What is this? Kings of Fear? Oi. I'm bereft of hope, people. Completely bereft. I mean, maybe I can find something good in here. Maybe Deadpool. Maybe Avengers. Wow. Look at those muscles. Alright, everybody. Until the next episode, Colonel Comics, away!